So theta is one of the Greeks you learn about in the options market. Okay, so it's an options Greek. You know what? Let's do just bullet points here. It's an options Greek. It measures your sensitivity to time, specifically the passage of time. Okay, more specifically, it tells us how much an option loses in value per day. Okay. All right, so for those of you that are new to the options market, maybe you've heard this, maybe you haven't, but options are decaying assets. They lose value as time passes. Okay. It's kind of like when you put an ice cube in the middle of the street on a hot summer day. Okay, that ice cube will melt. Not all at once, but incrementally, and it'll actually melt quicker and quicker the hotter it gets. Okay, well, picture that as an options premium, an options value. As we get closer to expiration, the options lose part of their value, a little bit each day, and it actually speeds up as you get closer to expiration. Okay, that's known as time decay. That's known as time decay. All right. Now, can theta is theta good or bad? Or does it depend? Does theta help us? Does it hurt us? Or does it depend? It depends, right? It depends. So when you buy an option, theta is your enemy, right? Your foe. He steals money from you. Okay, you have negative theta. You have negative theta. So when you look at your brokerage account, when you look at the Greeks in your trade, your position, theta will be a negative number, showing that it hurts you. Okay. When you sell an option, theta is your friend. Okay. He gives you money each day. Okay, so you have positive theta. Is everybody clear on that? I just want to make sure we got the basics down first. You have positive theta. So a spread does both. That is correct. Okay, that's a great question. Let's talk about that here in just 1 second. Hello, Adi. Good to see you, buddy. I'm going to get to the spread here in just 1 second. Okay. Couple more bullet points. Theta is highest for short-term options. Okay, so what that means is options lose value quicker close to expiration. Okay, so if you buy a one-day option, an option that expires in 1 day, that option is going to lose value pretty quickly. If you buy a 1 year option, that option is not going to lose value very fast at all. Okay, the impact of time decay is very minimal on long-term options. Okay, theta is also highest for at-the-money options. Okay, for at-the-money options. So if you had a $100 stock, the 100 strike call would be at the money, and that might have a theta, let's say, of -5. Okay, if you were looking at the 105 call, that would be out of the money. That might have a theta of -3. So the at-the-money option has a higher rate of time decay than the out-of-the-money option. Does everybody understand that? So theta is highest for short-term options and for at-the-money options. Okay, now, what if I do a spread? What if I do a spread? What is my theta? Well, it depends on what you buy and what you sell. Okay, so for example, let's say we have a $100 stock and we're going to do a bull put spread. Okay, I'm going to sell a 95 put and I'm going to buy a 90 put. Now, Which one of those puts will have a higher theta if the stock's at 100? Which put has a higher theta if the stock's at 100? It will be the one that's closest to the current stock price, the one that's closest to at the money, right? Because the prior principle was theta's highest for at the money options. Okay, so 95 is closer to 100 than 90, right? So the 95 put is going to have a higher theta than the 90 put. Okay, now let me ask you this. If you sell the put, are you going to have a positive theta or a negative theta? We're putting this all together now. So go back up, look at these prior bullet points. If I sell an option, I'm going to have positive theta. Okay, that's the previous bullet point right here. When you sell an option, call or put, doesn't matter, you have positive theta. Okay, so my short 95 put, let's say that has a theta of positive 10. What about the put you bought, the 90 put? Is that going to have a positive or a negative theta? Negative because you bought it, right? So maybe that has a theta, let's say, of negative 7. So what's my net theta for this bull put spread? Positive 3. Positive 3. So guys, when you do a combo trade where you buy an option and sell an option, your Greeks, you just have to look at the net. Okay? So what is the theta of a spread? It depends on what you buy and what you sell. So some spreads will be making money due to time decay. They'll be positive theta. Others will be negative theta. It just depends on which options comprise the spread. Okay?